Hello! The price of Bitcoin is $31,611. I have got a lot of trades open right now, some of which are in mega profits above $100,000 and others of which are pretty new to the game. I'm going to be explaining these trades in today's video and why I've taken them, as well as, of course, checking on some of the trades that we've already got open here on BITGET with a $26,000 profit over there. We're also going to be discussing the likelihood of the UK reigniting its crypto hub ambitions, and of course more news on the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. So if that does sound interesting to you, do drop a like on today's video. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel. On the previous video, over 74 new people subscribed. And then, yeah, I didn't make a video on Monday. It was my grandma's funeral, so I didn't make a video then, but do drop a like and please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. I'm a normal human, and of course, I want to grow my YouTube channel as much as possible. The market's picking up. Join the TMG community. It's like pretty obvious. We do pretty well for ourselves over here. So slap a like, subscribe, and let's crack on. So starting out today's video, I did mention that my grandma's funeral was on Monday. I was hoping that she, up in the sky, would rain down upon us some hope and pump the markets. Now, of course, that's probably not how things work, but part of my brain thinks that that could be somewhat possible. So if the price does pump in the next 24 hours, that is my grandma from heaven pumping the price of Bitcoin. But without grandma's help, we are going to try and make some money out of this market, and we are right on the cusp of a huge break to the upside. This is Bitcoin on the daily chart, $34,623 as it sits right now. And hopefully we're going to get that breakout pretty soon. It's penanting outwards. It's looking juicier and juicier and juicier here on the 30-minute chart. Every candle gets better and better. And literally all we need to do is crack $34,700. We're so close to a major breakout. And that breakout will likely be triggered by some news. So, of course, what is in today's cryptocurrency news? We're going to get onto that in just a second. Make sure you keep watching all the way to the end of today's video. You don't want to miss a second of it because there's so many things to discuss. I mean, one of the things that we could just peek in on right now is that the US 10-year Treasury note keeps increasing. This is really good news for us. We want this increasing as much as possible because the more this increases, the less likely of any more rate hikes or anything like that. The entire market is going to just calm down just a little bit. In fact, if we scroll over to here, in the next FOMC meeting that takes place in only 21 hours' time, there's currently a 2.8% chance of a rate hike ease and a 97% chance of nothing happening. But 2.8% chance says we could moon like crazy. Now, Bitcoin is moving. It's looking for that breakout. I am going on a live stream this evening on my main channel. My main channel is not TMG Trades. This is, in fact, my second channel. So if you are discovering me here, my main channel is called That Martini Guy. It's got more subscribers. It's just, you know, I really like the second channel a lot for making videos. You'll see a lot more of the normal me on the second channel. And on the main channel, it's very serious me. So, yeah. Join the 19,100 other people that thought it was a good idea to subscribe and do subscribe. But Bitcoin is looking for that breakout right now. We've got a $52,000 profit on our trades. But what are some of the trades that we opened and why are they open? Should we discuss that or should we discuss the Bitcoin analysis? Let's discuss the current open trades and why they're open. You'll see here, first of all, a Bitcoin trade for $1. This was an accident. This was not intentional. I meant to add another Bitcoin to this trade, of which you'll see the entry price is now $33,708. And you might be going, Jordan, that's higher than what it was the other day. Yes, of course it is. So is the amount of money that's in the trade. In yesterday's video, I had a $1.2 million trade open. Today, I've got a $1.8 million trade open. I've increased the sizing of this trade again, back up towards $2 million in anticipation that the price of Bitcoin breaks to the upside. The Bitcoin trade that's open here for $1 is just ignore it, but I'm going to leave it open for good luck. Anyway, by economy, Ethereum, IOTX, One, and Solana, the other trades that I've got open here. By economy, I opened it today in the Crypto Saving Expert Discord. If you're in the Discord for Crypto Saving Expert, then you'll be keeping up to date on this trade pretty actively. I think it's going to go quite well. I mean, even today, yeah, it's up $27, but it is only a $4 trade here. I'm going to scale that up over time. The next one would be the Ethereum USDT trade, now $700,000, and the Ethereum USD trade, now nearly $300,000. So around $1 million of exposure to Ethereum with a combined profit right now of only $2,000. and a loss on the board here of 1,300, and that has been caused by the funding rate sucking the money out of my account. Out of these two trades, I've got a margin down of about $20,000. And why have I gone long on the price of Ethereum? Because in the past, you'll see, I'm not saying the most positive things about Ethereum all the time, especially considering the Bitcoin valuation on Ethereum. Now, I think the Bitcoin valuation on Ethereum is probably just about done going down. Maybe it's got one more run to the downside, say that Bitcoin pumps tomorrow. But if Bitcoin pumps tomorrow, we can still expect a breakout on the price of Ethereum as well. Because if you look at the 1 hour chart right now for Ethereum, it's doing the exact same thing as what Bitcoin is doing. And all we need to do on Ethereum is break the high range here of around $1,838, currently trading at $1,813. But we break that $1,838 level. If we go over to the daily chart, I'm going to show you what's going to happen, because things are going to get proper wacky, proper wild, and the market's going to take off at that point in time, because there isn't a lot of resistance on Ethereum, which is why I think it's worth having $1 million worth of exposure to it. The target take profit level for this trade here is around $2,138. The current price being $1,815. That would be a significant jump in the price of Ethereum. Now, we've seen Ethereum threaten to break upwards. It's also bull flagging outwards like crazy right now. So from my perspective, at this moment in time, it is worth holding those Ethereum long positions as the price of Bitcoin continues to pump. That's what we like to see. Anyway, some of the other trades, IOTix and Solana. Let's discuss what's going on with these. So first of all, let's go through IOTix. What is IOTix? It is a turd coin. It's nothing special, and I went long at the high. Of course I did. However, it's important to point out when looking at stuff like this, yeah, the 1 hour, look, I'm down on my trade. I really don't care. What I'm looking at with these coins here is stuff like this, whereby if you zoom out on the chart, look, we're at the very, very bottom here. And if we're going to experience some kind of altcoin run in the next few days, you can guarantee that every altcoin will pop off 40 or 50%. And in that kind of thing, you're going to make a lot of money, especially like a 40% move on $20,000 is going to be a $10,000 profit. So I'm quite happy with that idea. The next one would be which is Harmony. And I actually quite like the Harmony project. Harmony was hacked, which is one of the reasons why the price declined so significantly after the bull run. The price used to be up here around 35 cents, currently trading around 1 cent. That would be a 35x back up to all-time highs. And if we look at the recent price action on Harmony, you can see that I'm long from the bull flag that formed up here, and it's dropped down a little bit, but I think this is going to increase in price yet again. Although my position might be in a small loss right now, I'm expecting some big gains, considering that this is actually a really good project, and it's just undervalued right now. I think it's going to have a significant pump back to the upside. But again, I want to point out, nothing in today's video is financial advice, and you should always do your own research. But if you are going to trade and you are in the UK, check out the link for BitGet in today's video description. If you use BitGet, you get a nice little bonus as well. But the thing is, you can't use BYBIT in the UK anymore, unfortunately. If you're outside of the UK, use BYBIT. It is a fantastic exchange platform. And again, you'll find a link for it in today's video description that gives you up to $30,000 for free when you sign up for it. But BitGet is the place where we've also got some trades open right now. It's not loading, but it is on my phone down here. Let's just press the refresh button on there and hope that it pops up on my screen with my very slow. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. And you can see, oh, we're refreshing again. What lovely technology problems. Have you seen this as well? Practice.ca picking up dog poo / importance. I can't get it off the screen. I don't know why it's there. I can click on anything. You'll see it throughout today's live stream. You'll see it everywhere. I don't know why it says picking up dog poop on my screen. I've never clicked on that link in my life. Either way, it's on my screen right now, and we are long on BitGet as well. So check out the link for BitGet in today's video description. Hundreds of the TMG community have now signed up to BitGet, so it's amazing to see you guys liking and enjoying the platform, and I've not had a single negative review yet, which is really good, and I wouldn't expect one anyway. It's got a mobile phone app and everything like that, but I would appreciate it if you use the link in today's video description. Now, back to the trades, of course, yes. And all of these trades, by the way, you can take them all on BitGet as well. I think that IOTix you probably can't take on BitGet. The rest of them you can. Either way, Solana is the other trade that I've got open right now. I'm $200,000 long on Solana. Why am I $200,000 long on Solana? I genuinely think that Solana stands a good chance, with the amount of hype, with the amount of interest in it right now, of getting back up to this level of resistance here around $78. That would mean for me a double in price. That would mean for me here a $200,000 profit on this trade. That is what we want to see. We're currently $13,000 in a profit. But it's amazing to see the growth on this account as well. If you look at the value in this account right now, it's $207,000. Earlier today, they had $160,000 in it. So there's been some pretty significant growth throughout the course of today. It's very nice to see the growth of all these accounts. Anyway, it's nice to see that we're getting everything right on the channel. And it's nice to see so many people smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. Again, if everybody that watched the videos pressed that like button, these videos would get thousands of views. YouTube would promote them everywhere, and then the entire crypto market would grow. Either way, these are the trades that I've got open right now. And of course, don't forget to visit practice.ca/pickingupdogpoo importance. I just think it's funny that of all the links to freeze on your screen, that's the one that's there. Anyway, back to Bitcoin. What are we looking at? We're looking for a break here. I really don't think it's worth plotting a downside scenario, but the downside scenario right now would be a loss of the level of $33,753. That would be pretty bad. It would mean that we break back to the downside and lose the downside. Now, that doesn't seem very likely like it's going to happen. Worst case scenario, we just keep on plodding sideways for a little bit longer. In terms of what's happening on the traditional markets right now, the DXY, which is the value of $1 against its basket of other things, which is basically measuring the value of the US dollar, is back up again today, but it does look like very much it's forming a top formation here, whereas the S&P 500 is starting a bounce. That is also good to see. We want to see the stock market bouncing. When the stock market's bouncing, Bitcoin's price is generally rising, and we're making generally pretty good money. Again, throughout the course of today's video, you've seen these trades increase in terms of the size of the profit, so that's pretty nice for me as well. Anyway, a couple more things to discuss in today's video would, of course, be the UK reigniting its crypto hub ambitions. The UK government has moved forward in regulating cryptocurrency and has reignited the proposal of a crypto hub, which is strange, being that it just made most things illegal in the UK. You can barely say a word about this stuff. Anyway, on Monday, the UK government announced plans to regulate the industry operations within the country in the next year. The government released a paper stating that it will enforce formal legislation in 2024, with some crypto assets being poised to be brought under the same regulation that covers banks and financial firms. This is honestly really bullish news. They're going to try and regulate Bitcoin like a financial asset, not like a commodity. Why are they doing this? The government has said, and I'm going to scroll down to, I think it's in this article. Is it about gambling in this article? No, it's not in this article. It is in this article here. The government firmly disagrees with the suggestion that the retail trading and investment activity in unbacked crypto assets should be regulated as gambling rather than as a financial service. They think that it should be a financial service. That is such a shame at the same time as being a really positive thing. If they regulated it as gambling, the reason they don't want to regulate it as gambling is because then it will become tax-free. And they don't want this industry to become tax-free, so they don't want to regulate it as gambling. Despite them defining it as gambling, despite everyone in Parliament saying it's gambling, they don't want to regulate it as gambling. They want to regulate it as a financial asset. So that's good for us and also bad for us. It means that we've got more laws to abide by, but at the same time, it opens up the door to traditional finance in the UK to advertise and say to clients in pension funds and everything like that, look, you should be putting money into Bitcoin right now, which is something they can't currently do because it's not regulated in the same way as financial assets are. So that's really good news that they're looking to regulate it in that way, but it's also quite tricky news because it's also a bit sucky at the same time. So it's a win and lose type situation. And the other thing to point out would be that crypto startup Bastion has secured 2 US money transmitter licenses. The US is still giving new licenses out to crypto exchanges, which is really good news because it shows that they're not going to be pulling up the drawbridge and not letting any more people in. So to end out today's video, we've got some decent trades on the table right now. If we were to look at the combined profit on all of those trades, and again, $201,000 in this account now, but let's go over to it and let's have a look at the derivative section here where it gives us a combined P&L of all of the money that we're making right now. We've got a combined unrealized P&L now of $62,900, so not bad, not amazing, and you can see the distribution of my account right there if you want to see that. Now, I did say I'm going to be switching over this USDT into Bitcoin. I am going to be doing that. I'm just waiting for me to take profit on those trades, basically, because again, you can see half of this account here is profit, is $69,000. And I want to point out the most stupid thing about all of this is most of the account balance here came from that Bitcoin trade. I only actually started this account here last month with $20,000, and now it's got $140,000 in it. So it's insane. You can make such good money in these periods of time. Make sure you check out BitGet. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. Nothing in today's video is financial advice. You should always do your own research and make decisions that you think are the correct decisions, not what I think are the correct decisions. So on that note, guys, thank you all for watching. Drop like, and I'll see you on a live stream tonight on the main channel. Goodbye.